we've literally been talking to ourselves for the last 10 minutes. We had video on our end, and for some reason we had some technical something to where we could see ourselves, but then I just chimed in as a guest, as I typically will on our webinar from our other laptop, and I was like, where are we? And guys, the first 10 minutes of our webinar,
they were like everything.
Gold.
Oh,
it was gold.
Goodness.
We did drop some nuggets, Sean Mullen. I'm really sad about it now.
Well,
you know what, though? We're going to back it up.
I just bet we can do it again.
Mm-hmm.
So, starting over, should we play the music and everything? We had an awesome song to come in.
You had a great song.
We're not going to do it. We're going to have to wait till next week.
All right, that's cool. So hi, everyone. We are Adam and Ashleigh Reeker. Good to see all of you. Thank you so much, and thank you for your patience as well. We appreciate that very much. So, yeah, we're Adam and Ashleigh Reeker.
Okay, here we are.
We're 30-somethings. We are located in the heart of the United States. We're
still kind of 20-somethings.
No, we're
on like the lower end of 30s. Though.
That makes you a 30-something. So anyway, we are located smack dab in the middle of the U.S. We're actually located in Omaha, Nebraska. And for many people, it's a flyover state. For us, it's home, and we absolutely love it. And you guys, we are celebrating our 9th full month with Now Lifestyle.
Yep.
9 very short, very amazing months. For those of you, I know many of you are here. We know actually quite a few of you. We met you in person down at the national event in October. And for some of you that may be brand new, we just want to welcome you. You can find us here every Monday evening.
Stanley Steamer just cracked me up in the comments.
We, for anyone listening to the recording, which by the way, I want to give our friend Carlos a shout out. Carlos is actually going to be utilizing these webinars in a podcast. And so if you're checking out or listening to a podcast, it's awesome. And give Carlos a major shout out because it's awesome. He's going to be taking what we're doing and basically like you can listen to us. So you can listen to a podcast on your way into work, which I just think is so awesome. But Stan Simmons, who's one of our business partners, said in the chat section, how many team members does it take to change a tire? Stay tuned to 3LE. 3LE is actually the team that Adam and I help lead. Amazing group of people. So anyway, yeah, if you're brand new, just want to welcome you. You will actually find us here every Monday night helping you kick off your week at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then actually there is a leader that hits this webinar every single night, Monday through Thursday. Actually, our personal coach and mentor, Daniel Kump, goes live on Tuesday evenings, and he typically talks about some of the new, like the up-and-comers, the movers and the shakers, the people that are making things happen in their business. He'll actually interview them live. He does some of the best interviews, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna toot our horn. We've had quite a few people that have come from the 3LE team that are building their Now Lifestyle businesses that Daniel has been able to interview that are just doing amazing things. And honestly, people outside of that as a part of the bigger team. And then the dynamic father-son duo, Richard and John Weberg, hit you up on Wednesday evening, and they've been doing like an open mic night thing, which has been super cool. And then Janet Legere, our friend from up north in Canada, on Thursday evening, she does a great webinar on helping the most brand new person get started. And something we were talking about when we were talking to ourselves for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, evidently we were talking to ourselves in the chat like 20 minutes ago too, although there was people responding to me then. There's a person asking me why I was talking to myself. I don't think they were coherent or paying attention to anything.
We don't talk to ourselves. We often, if you're new to this too, like Adam and I will pop in about 10, 15 minutes before a webinar, and we just like to engage with people and get people fired up, which I appreciate, because how many of you have ever like looked up something online, whether it was a business opportunity or training or something, and they're like, sign up for this webinar, and you do, and then you go to the webinar and it's one of those lame pre-recorded webinars, and it's so scripted. You have no opportunity to interact. I hate those. So you will never ever get that here. In fact, we typically roll for about 25, 30 minutes, and then we spend like the last 10 minutes and we open it up for Q&A as a part of the chat. So if you have questions tonight, please feel free to save them, because we will typically take a couple of questions And a lot of them, honestly, it's a great time to ask questions, especially if you're a newbie. And Adam and I did a broadcast last night live to our team, and we talked about how you are only new once. So enjoy the process and remember what it was like to be new, and make sure you ask all of the questions that you want to ask, and then take action when you get the answers to those questions. So we're excited tonight to be talking with you.
It's gonna be a fun night.
This is the second week that we're going to be kind of walking you through how to close out your year on a high note, because there are exactly, I don't know, like 56 days left in the year. I'm just like, when's Christmas?
My next thing is, I don't care how many days are left. What am I doing tomorrow?
Exactly. And so we want to just help you, number one, set your week up for success, set tomorrow up for success, and just help you get your mind right. Because quite frankly, it's so easy to just get lost in the shuffle online. And with this company, with these people, with the culture that, you know, we've helped build, and that you have a role in helping build the culture of your team, of Now Lifestyle in general, there's just some good things going on.
Well, I'll tell you guys something. And Ashleigh just said something that's important. Anytime Ashleigh talks, it's really important to listen, because she's really smart. She talked about being new, and that you're only new once. Okay. Well, here's what I know to be true about new people. Sometimes when you're brand new online, you do the new person things, right? And then you keep doing the new person things, and you never go beyond just being a brand new person. Okay. And the brand newest person that does the brand new person things makes a certain amount of money. Okay. And then there's another group of people that go beyond just being a brand new person, and they learn a little bit more, and then they make a certain amount of money. And then you've got a group of people that did the new person thing. They learned a little bit of stuff, and they started building a team. They make a certain amount of money. And then you have the people that went through all of that, and they start to lead a team, and they make the most amount of money. It comes down to leadership. It comes down to your message getting across to a large group of people, because you become a person of influence. And the way you became a person of influence was being willing to go through the process. Okay. So you start speaking right. So you start acting appropriately on webinars like we're on tonight. So you actually have eyes to see and ears to hear, and you zip it. And you watch and listen and learn, because that's the only way you're ever going to go beyond those first steps and actually lead. And if you want to make the money everybody comes on to make, sorry, not sorry, you're going to have to lead a team.
Well, and here's what I love. So two things to kind of touch on that. We talked about this last week about being an example and leading by example. And we're going to dig in a little bit more into that tonight. But secondly, what Adam talked about was like, as a new person, there's this progression. I don't want to say it's a natural progression, because you make the decision in your business, but you're new, and then you kind of start to almost move into like an intermediate, like you're kind of dipping your toe in, and maybe you're swimming a lap or two, and you're kind of taking ownership of some things in your business. And then you really start to have those moments that click, and you're gaining new information, you're applying it to your business. And then when you become a leader, it's like, that's the progression, right? That's the progression that most people, I think, desire, at least those who want to earn like a full-time income online, and that's possible. But what I love about that progression is that you control how fast or how slow, or if it happens at all, that is totally up to you. And all we're here to do is help give you the tools to unlock those steps, and to really start to, change your mindset. Because the one thing that I've learned over time about leadership is that 99.9% of it is this. And this is not always in the best state. Like, we're trained, at least in the United States, like we have a school system that teaches people how to, go to school, graduate, go to college, and get a good job and be an employee. We don't necessarily have a system that helps people understand entrepreneurship, which this country was founded on.
Weird.
And
why don't we teach that anymore?
Yeah. And so something you find is that when people come online, they have what we call employee mentality, and it takes time depending on who you are, depending on how quickly you progress, to have that shift to a business owner mentality, to an entrepreneurial mentality.
Yep.
So,
well, and one of the things that we want to, and we're passionate about doing over the next, from now until the end of the year, is diving in, giving the nuts and bolts, and really being honest with everybody about the business owner mentality. And so we talked about some stuff last week that I thought was a pretty good way to just open up this conversation. If you haven't seen last week's, the replay is out there. So I recommend you go check it out, because when we're doing this, I don't really want to have to backtrack. Even if you're brand new checking this out the first time, the information's out there. You just got to go seek it out, find it.
Speaking of, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
But I think we did this when we were talking to ourselves at the beginning, when we were 10 minutes into talking to ourselves. But I do want to give a shout out to our friend and business partner, Carlos. If Carlos is on tonight, just give a quick hey. But Carlos is actually taking this segment. So Monday through Thursday, when all the leaders pop on, he's actually taking this. And not only does he record this and this gets put on YouTube, Adam and I put our Monday night stuff on our YouTube channel. We've got tons of other videos and content out there. But Carlos took it a step further, and he actually created a podcast. And so This webinar will get transposed to an MP3 and will get uploaded, so you can listen to these in your car on the way to work.
That podcast is going to be lit, fam.
Shout out to you, Carlos. It's awesome. I love it.
Like I'm like early 30s now, and I get to use terminology like lit. It's lit.
Oh, I thought you were going to say podcast.
No.
But yeah.
Podcasts are old. Come on, no. It's awesome that Carlos is doing that. I'm sure.
It's great.
Well, hey guys, let's get into some stuff here. I was reading in the comment section, a lot of folks were talking about daylight savings time and the fact that it's stupid. And all it takes is a congressional vote, and they can not do daylight savings time. But I think they just love it when America's messed up, because it makes people easier to control or whatever, kind of like an employee. So if you're going to hop on these Monday night webinars, we're going to shoot you straight. We're going to give you the nuts and bolts, but we're going to teach you how to think properly. And if you're willing to listen to me, you can change your life. And I'm confident in that, because we've always been the people that thought differently, but we didn't come up with it on our own. We were mentored by very successful people since we were young, and we just found an awesome vehicle in Now lifestyle. And, we built network marketing offline for over a decade, and we always ran into the same problems, but it's people. The thing that we brought online was an understanding of people. And so there is a certain amount of me that is empathetic, and there's a certain amount of me that will tell you exactly what you need to hear, especially when you don't want to hear it. Okay? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you decide if you're going to be successful. I can't do that for you. I can offer you all the help in the world. I cannot hold your hand forever. And here's the thing. There's certain people that get stuck in that brand new mentality, and they never get beyond it. There's certain people that go beyond it, and they get beyond it. Okay? But if we're going to get beyond it, personally, I have to go beyond where I used to be. So this daylight savings time thing, right? Set your clocks, change whatever. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Everybody that comes on, they have these goals that are like, this is what I'm going to do next year. This is what it's going to look like. Or this is what I'm going to do next month. Or next week, I'm going to be ready to drive traffic, send broadcast emails. No, you won't. No, you won't. If you have a goal for next year, what does today look like? Okay. And so what I'm going to tell you is, don't stay in tomorrow. Make it happen today. When your tomorrow becomes today, you'll finally move forward. Now, it could be, okay, I'm a brand new person. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. So I'm just going to take it step by step by step by step by step. I understand that. But don't hinder yourself in saying I can only take one step a week. Okay. If my monthly goal is I want to drive traffic and set up broadcast emails, I challenge you to make that your next week's goal. Okay. I challenge you to stop living in tomorrow or next week and next year and start living in today. Because if you want to actually hit your goals next week, next month, next year, it's got to happen today. And we started operating in this quite some time ago, to be very honest with you. And here's what our saying was that we said to each other. All I can do is everything I can possibly do. I'm going to say it again. All that I can do is everything that I can possibly do. that make sense? Some of the most profound statements are so simple. All I can do is everything I can possibly do.
That's true.
All I can do today is everything I can do today. But who does it? Okay. The people that stay in the brand new person mentality, that you can stay where you're at forever if you want to. But here's what happens. You're watching this whole thing. You're watching people win. You're watching people make money. Okay. Listening is really good. Listening is great. Understanding, that's even better. Okay. But taking action, that's the best thing you can do, right? That's where the real learning happens. You can watch it, you can listen, you can understand it, but I can guarantee you, you won't actually learn it or get it until you're taking action in it. So personalize your lead capture system. It's already been built for you, right? You just have to put your information and done. Learn about driving traffic, okay? You can learn all about driving traffic on Now Lifestyle. Now, you can take like 10 weeks to figure out, okay, now, what don't I understand about this lead capture system right now? I better do some research. And you can take a long time. And then you can say, okay, well, I want to figure out the best, just the best, cheapest way to drive traffic and build my business. And you can take a year to do that. But I'll tell you what, somebody that's being coached by me is going to smoke you. It's not even going to be close. They're going to be emerald, ruby, diamond before you even get going. Why? Because what we want to help you understand is how to think properly about you, your circumstances, and your business.
Yeah.
There is a way to do this, and then there is a way to just kind of toy around with it. Now, if you're on a Monday night webinar, which, by the way, there ain't a ton of people on this webinar night, good, because it doesn't take a ton of people. I'm just looking for the next one. I don't care if it's a man or woman. I don't care if it's an older person. I don't care if it's a younger person. I'm looking for one or the next person that believes. All right? So.
Good stuff.
Hi, honey.
Hey.
I was just kind of preaching there for a second, so feel free to chime in, because ultimately, okay, and I'm gonna say something here. This, you have to grasp this. When we're building a business, or when you're building a business team, or when you're, whatever you're doing in your life, everybody has like emotions, like their default emotion. And sometimes it's that default emotion that decides whether they go forward, backwards, or stay where they're at.
Yeah.
And so ask yourself, what's your default emotion when things, it doesn't even matter if they're going right or wrong, just you in general as a person, what's your default emotion? Is it angry? Some people are just mad all the time for no apparent reason. I mean, seriously, I don't understand it, but it's true. Some people just have doubt. Their default emotion is, I don't believe anything. I don't trust anybody. So their default emotion is just like doubt or questioning. Some people, and this, I hate this one, but it's true. Some people's default emotion is they're just embarrassed all the time.
They apologize.
Yeah, they just apologize for everything.
Sorry. Yeah.
And so they don't really stand for anything, because they don't really know who they are, and they just are embarrassed all the time. Used to be you, huh?
To be that person.
Some people's default emotion is just stress. So like all the time, they're just so tense all the time. And when you're tense, you can't really move, or your brain doesn't work, or you don't breathe effectively. Okay. What if, this is posing a question, what if your default emotion was joy, happiness, fulfillment? Like, no matter what's going on around me, I just go back to my default emotion at the end of the day and I'm happy. What if? Would you receive more? Would you hear more? Would you see more? Would you speak differently?
Would you do more? Would you be more productive?
So everything I just said, what's your default emotion? It's the life that you're leading right now, okay? And so we can get into some now lifestyle stuff. We'll get into some questions, but some of you guys will brush this talk off the table like it doesn't matter. I got to tell you what to do. Mm-hmm. But what does your life represent?
Mm-hmm. Something that we talked about when Adam and I actually first met. This was way back in the day, like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you are familiar with MySpace. MySpace was the thing back in the day, and the way Adam and I met was actually through our mothers who introduced us. But at the time, my mom was like, just go look at his MySpace profile, because like that was what you did.
Yeah.
Like today, it's like you go look someone up on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And on MySpace, underneath your profile picture, you had like your quote section where you could put a quote. And I remember mine was the quote, "My life is my message." And someone asked me, your cousin asked me this the other day. She's like, did you come up with that? And I know I didn't. I know someone far more
you might have
knowledgeable and wise than I came up with that. But that has always stuck true to me. And when we talk about, how you are representing yourself online, because you guys, I don't know if you know this, but when you become partnered with Now Lifestyle, you have an opportunity, and you are by default an online business owner. Now, what a lot of people don't necessarily realize or fully understand is that you are your own boss. You have an opportunity to be partnered with a company that you can offer their products and their services. And what are our products? Now Lifestyle's products are tools that any online marketer needs in order to grow and build their business, i.e. an autoresponder, a lead capture system with done-for-you lead capture pages, done-for-you lead capture follow-up emails. There's 5 that are pre-written for you already. Conference Center software that we're using tonight. There is a coming lead capture page builder, which is going to be a total game changer. We've been able to be testing it, and it's been awesome. I'm so excited for that to roll out, because that thing is going to change the game. And then obviously we have our health and wellness products, but you have access to some pretty amazing things that you can leverage to, number one, brand yourself online, grow your online network, and earn commissions by being an affiliate with this company. That's pretty stinking awesome. But I want to go back to that quote, "My life is my message." And when we talk about that, when Adam talks about, like staying in tune to what's your default emotion, when you default to something, whether it's anger or fear, or you tense up and you just don't do anything, you get analysis paralysis, that is having an impact on people, whether you realize it or not. Because when for example, Ashleigh Reeker, get tense and I don't do anything because I'm fearful, or, that becomes my default emotion, I am stopping my progress because I'm defaulting to not doing anything. And that impacts people, because I can't impact people unless I'm impacting people. I'm not capable of impacting if I'm not moving. And my life, how I'm living, my default emotion becomes my message to the world. And if my message to the world is tense up and be fearful of everything, or act out in anger, that is my message. And transparent moment, that used to be me. I used to be my default was embarrassment. My default was to say that I was sorry, even though a business was something that I wanted for my life. I was living my way. I was living my life and displaying to the world a message of I was embarrassed of who I was. And over time, now I'm not perfect, because that the tense, the fear, that sometimes is me. We just had a conversation about it last week. But every time that happens, I have to take a step back and remember that my life is my message. And I want to tell each and every one of you that your life is your message. And we're going to continue to get into different things with regard to branding yourself online, but just a simple thing that you can do today is to go out to for example, your Facebook page, and just look at it with fresh eyes. Let's pretend that you don't even know you. You are a total stranger to you, and you go to your Facebook page. Who are you? Like, what type of person?
Who am I?
No, but what type of person are you? I'm not telling you to be fake. I'm not telling you to put on a show, but what is the message? And keep in mind that my life is my message. Yep. What is the message that you're sharing with the world? Because when you have an online business, people are going to find you online, and you want them to. But
what's the goal?
Yeah, but what's the message that you're going to convey when they find you? And if you're not conveying that message,
there's a lot there.
I know. If you're not conveying that message today, what is the message that you want to convey? And what can you do today to help share that message? That's what I got.
Absolutely. So here's the thing, guys. Sometimes when Ashleigh and I talk, I apologize, but sometimes we talk in a little bit of like parables and types of things like that. It's just our communication.
Always.
Yeah. It's kind of our communication style. So if you're brand new and have never really took a dive into learning about yourself, sometimes you might get a little confused. I can't stop communicating this way. This is who we are. Over time, you'll get different things. Maybe if you watch this 6 months from now, you'll get something different out of it than you're getting right now today. But here's what I got to tell you guys. So Ashleigh's talking about your life being your message. I'm over here talking about, hey, don't stay where you're at. Keep moving forward. Well, those coincide, okay? Because if you are the person who's always moving forward, that's like literally your message. And so we talk on duplication every Monday night. Well, we also understand, if you've been on this webinar, even last week, duplication all stems from you, okay? So you got the people that are the brand new peoples, and they stay brand new for the next 5 years and never really get out of their comfort zone, never really actually convey a message. But see, everybody, if you're fortunate enough to plug into a solid team within Now Lifestyle, which I guarantee you everybody's a part of, somebody else has already set the tone. And you can tap into the tone that they had already set, and you can like get moving way faster than if you were just trying to start from ground zero. You have no idea how to build culture. You have no idea how to build a team. You have no idea what an email list is. You can tap into someone who's willing to help you, okay? But here's what I will tell you. The smartest people in the world, they can lose if they keep saying tomorrow. Like, seriously. Albert Einstein, if he was to never do anything, he could have been the smartest person in the world that nobody knew about, and he would have lost. Okay. Bill Gates would have lost. Okay. Think of anybody, any successful person, Warren Buffett. Okay. They would have lost if they had not done anything. Okay. So here's what I want to challenge you to do. If you are not confident today, that's okay. We've had seasons where we weren't confident, but what we did was we took steps forward. We kicked tomorrow out, and we started doing it today. And what will be duplicated, what will happen is you will create an environment of other people that are willing to do the same thing. Now, I'm going to make a bold statement here, and it's something you need to do. You need to create an environment that supports your dream, okay? Because you can have a dream, but if the work that you're doing doesn't support it, you'll never grow a team, okay? So create an environment that supports your dream. Now, within our team, we create a culture of winning. Here's what I mean by that. I don't continue to pat people on the back after they're doing the same thing for 6 months. I refuse to. If after the first month someone's sending consistent broadcast emails, I say, that's awesome, man. Very good. Keep going. But 6 months from now, if all they're doing is send a broadcast email to the same 100 people they put on their list the first month, I am not going to pat you on the back. I'm going to push you on. I'm going to say, what are you doing? Where's your list? I thought you were serious about this thing. Now, I would be doing them a disservice if I told them it was okay to stay where they are. They say, I want to make $10,000 in the next year, but 6 months later, they're still broadcasting to the same 100 people and they haven't grown their list. I would be a terrible leader if I agreed with that.
And so it's done more out of love, right?
It's absolutely out of love. I'm afraid to lie to people. Now, we have a coach in Daniel Kump who is if you've seen his webinars, he doesn't mess around. I told him, shoot me straight, and he did.
And that was something early on that we just so much appreciated, especially coming from, number one, offline MLM, where it's kind of smoke and mirrors sometimes. And then like coming into the online space where people are just like, it's so easy to portray something that people are not. And it's very, very easy to like see that very quickly.
Yeah.
And so
you can see it.
Yeah. And coming across Daniel, who was just so point blank. I mean, and we have different styles. Like we're transparent about that.
Yeah.
But we appreciated Daniel because he did what he said he was going to do, and he was totally transparent with us and gave us the tools that we needed, and we took it, we ran with it, we applied it, and then we turn around and we taught people what we learned. And that for us was, I mean, you guys having access to that type of leadership, you don't find that other places online. You just don't.
No, they just don't. They're just going to send you their pre-recorded webinar and say, good luck, thank you for your money.
Or charge you, $300 for a coaching session.
Well, and here's the thing. People love Now Lifestyle because they get to connect with a real person. But I'm going to tell you the truth, too. So, like, if you don't like me after I tell you the truth, it ain't my fault.
We don't want to do anyone a disservice. And we've point blank told people that have asked us questions about their business or just about the company in general. After we've had you can ask people a couple quick questions and you realize very quickly, like, hey, and we've said to people like, hey, I don't think growing an online business is for you. I think you need to look for a telecommute job. Yeah. This is not what that is. And they're like, thank you so much, And
I don't like to tell anybody that, but the fact of the matter is, if you come to me and say, I want to make a whole bunch of money, I have no money to invest, I don't have a Facebook account or an email address, I am not going to lie to you.
Yeah. Jason in the chat says, no sugarcoating anything. I like it. Yeah, we do too. So Jorge says it's all about that tough love.
Well, it's love in general, guys. I mean, I think and that's a great comment too, Jorge. I appreciate that. It's people telling people the truth and real mentorship and real, like, I'm not going to tell you something that doesn't work or something that I haven't done. Yeah. That's because I love you. It might be tough on your ears, but it would be harder on my heart if I lied to you. Like, I can't keep patting somebody on the back 6 months later that says they got a goal, and I know for a fact they're not doing what it takes to get to that goal. Now, if you're a real person, I mean, you're all real people, but you really want to come home from work, you really want to bring your wife home from work, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself if you're serious about it or not. Like, guys, I wouldn't be talking this confidently if I wasn't so confident in what we can do with Now Lifestyle and what you can do. Okay. But if I said, okay, just do I had a guy ask me this over the weekend. He said, can I do this in 20 minutes a week? I'm like, dude, why would you do this in 20 minutes a week? You work 60 hours a week and you're trying to make more money than you make in your job with 20 minutes a week in a business. I'm not quite sure you understand business. Mm-hmm. And then by the end of it, we were on a webinar and he totally changed his mindset. You got to slow down with people. Like, I understood, like, it was annoying to even get those messages because I want to pull my hair out. I'm like, is this serious? And he said, well, how many hours do you how many hours do you work a week? And I said, as many as I possibly can. It's mine. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm the guy that will work 80 hours a week in my own business, so I don't have to work 40 hours a week for somebody else. Yeah. Exactly. Well, by the way, we don't work 80 hours a week, and like, we're getting close to making more than we make in our job. So exactly. Not lying to you.
That was good, babe.
Anyways, sometimes I get super passionate because I'm not kidding, guys. I will help you. I have a guy on my team that's been in for less than 2 months. He's put over 100 people on his team, and he did everything I told him to do, and he'll probably eclipse 300 this month.
Yeah, that was fun. You'll get to hear from
Which is way better than we did in our first 2 months.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and we still kept going. So I feel like Mondays are turning into Motivation Mondays.
Maybe we should just be Motivation Mondays.
We're just gonna come in.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. You know what fires me up? Talking about duplication. But the thing is, people don't know duplication because duplication starts with you. So you got to fix you before you can ever go help anybody else. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. I know one thing that we're very aligned with Daniel and many of the other leaders within Now Lifestyle, and honestly just online businesses in general, is about personal development. If you're not developing yourself personally, you're missing the boat because there's so much to be gained. Like when you can grow you harness yourself with tools that are, number one, super easy to come by because a book is like $10 that you can buy online. And you can read that thing time and time again. We have quite the collection behind us of books that
showed them last week, and that's only a little small amount.
And we're constantly just pouring into ourselves and wanting to learn more and grow. So We even have a book that we provide to our leaders that we gift to them and are like, read this and then pay it forward and give
PM
this to
us
someone else.
if you want to know the book we're talking about, because I don't just put it out there to everybody.
It's a game changer and it's a simple read.
Yep.
So,
yep.
All right. So here we go. I feel like we covered some good stuff on that front. And I feel like it's a good segue into taking a couple questions before we wrap up for the night. So let's see. If you guys have questions and want to drop them in the chat below, we are paying attention and we will we'll take them. I'm going to read Jeffrey's real quick. Is that
we
cool?
should just post the book in the comment thread probably.
We can do
that. It'll just be easier.
All right.
You got to go get it. You got to go buy it.
So Jeffrey says, I understand. You have certainly touched on some important points that I needed to hear. I know my Facebook page is a mess because it's a mixture of my personal life and business.
Yep.
By the way, Jeffrey, that's totally fine. Like, just as an FYI,
check out our Facebook page, though. You'll never see anything about our business on our Facebook page.
We don't post anything about our Now Lifestyle. We don't post links to Now Lifestyle. We do have a fan page that we we'll post videos and content, but we don't promote our links on Facebook. That's just not something we do. I'm sorry.
Doesn't work anyway.
Email. But then he says, so yeah, Jeffrey, definitely keep that mixture. That's a really good thing. He says he has been stuck I've been stuck in place because I think the cost of investment for the business, I would like to move on from this type of thinking. Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, okay. I love this one. Okay. I dropped out of college. I literally was $500 negative every single month in my checking account. We took what we're telling you tonight, which would be success principles, and we poured them into our life and our business. Our starter home was custom built, and we had a 6-figure bank account when we did it. And I am telling you, it's worth getting over where you're at. If you don't invest in your business, it will never pay you. If you don't put in, you can't pull out. That's just the truth. And
truthfully, we did research on other companies. This business is nominal in an investment compared to some of these other companies online. Anything. I mean, and you can scale over time too. That's why I think having a coach is so important. And when you go, I don't know if anyone here has purchased the all-in package. But the all-in package is amazing.
Good questions.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll get to these questions in a second. But Jeffrey, you brought up a really good thing. So we're passionate, so we'll talk about it for a second. But the all-in package gets you access to what's called NLS University. And there's some amazing courses in there. And one of the courses is about scaling your business and how you can use your business to pay for itself and scale and grow your profits over time. And that course for us was worth the investment in NLS University, in going all in. That one course out of I don't know, there are like 10 different courses and they're all amazing. That course was worth what we paid to go all in.
For sure. Yep.
Hands down.
Scroll back. I saw a couple of back here.
So, hold on. Someone had asked. Man,
there's some awesome ones tonight, guys. Great job.
Can we take this one? Because this is a simple one.
Go ahead.
So someone who is noted as friend said, so when you buy Facebook leads,
Facebook leads, where
do they go? So when you pay for Facebook leads, it's one of the marketing done for you marketing or advertising platforms that's done for you that Joel and his team do from Now Lifestyle. Those leads you will get an email stating that, hey, you have a new Facebook lead. You want to follow up with those people. If there's a phone number, if there's an email address, follow up with them. Mm-hmm. Second of all, those people are going to go into your lead capture system. They're going to go on the Facebook leads, or I think it's the free Facebook leads list. Yeah. So they're going to
NLS paid signups.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. NLS paid signups is the campaign that they'll
paid
go
leads.
Onto.
I don't.
Maybe
we just do
double
this
check.
in our sleep. Sorry.
And they will get follow-up emails. So you want to make sure that you're sending out broadcast emails daily or bi-daily. They will also get follow-up emails from Joel. But those people are free members. And so when you're free, you don't really have an opportunity to harness the system. You have an opportunity to come in and poke around and watch videos. You cannot set up your lead capture system. You cannot actually utilize the tools, and you cannot be positioned in order to earn commission. So it's good to get in touch with those people, get them on webinars like this.
It's huge. There's so many awesome questions that tie into the thinking that we're talking tonight. And when I answer your question, I'm not saying you have to agree with me. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, where do we go from here?
Oh, scroll down. Here we are. So this person.
I am new and I got 10 Facebook leads.
Congratulations.
They're all free members. None of them responded. Mine didn't. My first 10 didn't either.
And whoever asked that question.
The thing is to understand is that 10's a very small number. When you start talking about thousands, you'll start seeing conversions. I mean, that's true.
Yeah, it's truly advertising it is literally a numbers game.
But I love that. If you got in, you bought some Facebook leads, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Out of 10, you just got to do it consistently, which is set your budget. Everything that you invest is a tax write-off at the end of the year because you're now a business owner in America.
Mm-hmm.
Man, people keep commenting. I'm missing it. Sorry. Oh, stop it.
Here,
give me a minute. No, I want to see this.
Make it smaller so we can see.
Yeah, we can. Okay, sorry, guys.
The video smaller.
Go ahead. These are some awesome questions. I kind of want to answer all of them. Oh, shoot. Now we don't see them anymore.
Hold on.
There, I bet it. No?
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
Okay. Well, sorry about that.
Let me just navigate. I'm excited about some of these. These are awesome, guys.
You're going up way too far, babe.
Well, I don't want to miss them. I have 100 paid. See, now somebody texted and it's gone that fast. I have 100 paid signups. Most are $10 VIPs. What is the best way to get them to upgrade? Tough love. No, absolutely not. No, help them where they're at. I mean, the first thing is you got to understand what you're doing so you can teach them. Everybody would love for everybody to upgrade, but if I'm a VIP member, I'm not going to upgrade until I see the value in what you're telling me, which you got to show them sometimes. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I mean, that's, and we understand that. Ashleigh and I work with the VIPs and upgrading to platinum and are all in all the time. You can't sell someone on upgrading. It'd be a mistake if you did. Go help them where they're at. You'll grow really quick if you help them where they're at. I got it. Come on. Okay.
Hold on.
I am totally new. How do I go about this? Set up your lead capture system and learn about driving traffic.
So let's back up there, friend who asked that. Go to nowlifestyle.com, log in, click on.
Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun there.
Literally, there's a video that says click here in order to get started. Start there, and it's going to literally guide you through what to do. That's where you want to go.
What would you guys say was your turning point?
That's a great question, Tony.
Okay. In this industry and me as a business owner, about 7 years ago, I watched my wife buy her dying father his last Christmas gift at the Goodwill. And she wanted a Christmas tree that year that I couldn't give her. And so I stole a Christmas tree for her. We
were so broke.
I stole a Christmas tree. I didn't have a stand. I didn't have a skirt. I didn't have any decorations or any presents. And that was the turning point for me. It's got to happen in you. You got to be tired of something if you really want change.
Yeah, we were so tired of where we were at that we made it.
It's got to hurt worse than what you got to go through to get it done.
Yeah, but funny enough, we hadn't even found Now Lifestyle.
That was a long time ago. But people see us come on and be successful now Lifestyle. It's because we learned some hard lessons before Now Lifestyle. I love helping people in Now Lifestyle because it's a lot easier than what we had to go through. You guys can make money in this, trust me. Okay, people.
You went way too far.
Well, because
I've got it.
I've got it.
You're going way too far up when you're going up there.
Nope. Okay, what do I need to do? Set up your LCS and drive traffic. Stan the Man, let me guess, The Dream Giver. Yes, Stan, the book is The Dream Giver. You guys need to check out a book called The Dream Giver.
It's by Bruce Wilkinson. It's a game changer.
I've got Facebook leads and others, and I keep emailing, and I haven't heard back from them.
Says Crystal.
My advice to you is go get more leads.
Here's someone asked this question earlier on about. Someone asked a question in our group about when they send out broadcast emails. They're like, I'm not getting anyone responding. People may not respond to your broadcast emails. We have probably well over 5,000 to 10,000 people on our list. And sometimes people do not respond. Sometimes people don't take action. Sometimes they don't click on the link. You know how many times, I don't know how many of you have gone and signed up for a newsletter, whether it was to some sort of online training or marketing or an opportunity or something, and you don't take action. That's okay. because the right ones will. It's not about talking people into it. The right people will come along. And if you just stay consistent, if you just do those broadcast emails and things, people will come along. What do you got? Here,
well, it's really hard to find questions because more keep coming in. That goes back to the bottom.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Bear with us, guys. We're just trying to get to our questions.
The chat is not quite working properly tonight for some reason. I have leads, but my status still says pending. Your personal status or their status? Because if you have a lead, it would fall under pending because they haven't actually completed the sign up yet.
That's true. All right.
It's called The Dream Giver.
Sorry. So someone asked what the book was called?
Yep.
Okay.
We do this very much differently. If I see a question, I just spit it out, and you're like she's an awesome teacher.
I understand that. Well, and I understand if people are listening to this later on, they
probably have no idea
what we're talking about.
This guy, it's called The Dream Giver.
You're just like yelling.
like, oh, is there a question?
Yeah.
I just assume people are following the same thread as I do, because if you're paying attention, that's what you're doing. Darn it.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just looking up some questions here. Okay, so this was an interesting question.
Here, oh, sorry.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
No, I'm just looking for the next one. But you're gonna, if you can actually get through and reading it before the next person asks a question, then because it kept bouncing up for me.
All right. Oh, you guys are answering questions too.
Because they're smart.
Of all of you.
Smart people in Now Lifestyle. I'm telling you.
I love it.
Awesome people.
All right. Yeah. I think we're caught up on questions.
Okay.
Crystal says, okay, so just keep doing what I'm doing.
No, I recommend doing more than you're doing.
Yeah. In that sense, Crystal, I don't know if I think Crystal was the one who purchased Facebook leads. There's also guaranteed paid signups. Now, guaranteed paid signups are actually people that have signed up. They have paid for a package. They're VIP members, so they're hot. Like they're not only a lead, they said yes to Now Lifestyle, which is why those are a little bit more expensive than Facebook
awesome
leads.
Crystal. No, I think it's consistency. I think you should. Now, here's a question I've had for you. Have you started a YouTube channel? Because in your follow-up emails and your broadcast emails, if there's multiple places where people can find you online, not just your lead capture system from Now Lifestyle, you will see your conversions increase. So if you've got a Facebook fan page, or you've got a YouTube channel, or you've got an Instagram or a Skype, or that stuff matters because people can find you in more than one place.
And Crystal, if you've been looking up how to do that, go to YouTube and type in how to start a YouTube channel. You can literally have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
In fact, if you have a Gmail address, you already have a YouTube channel. You can have it set up in less than 5 minutes. It's that simple.
Yep. That's the thing, though. I mean, I don't mean to sound like rude. I'm saying you do more. No, I'm saying do more, yes. But go have other places people can find you online. Yeah.
Donald says, has anyone run traffic to 10X Blogger? And if so, how did it go, i.e. opt-in rate? We have not.
Okay.
We're letting 10X Blogger just do its thing.
Yeah, I just want to, and it's working. Crystal says I'm double your age, so it's new to me, and I'm learning all this technology stuff. Crystal, I'm gonna tell you something because I love you. That's not an excuse. If you want to do something, you'll learn it.
Crystal, there's a gentleman in this chat. His name's Stand Man.
He's 82 years old, and he's one of the fastest growing people on our team.
It's amazing. So he's a great person to connect with as well.
Yeah, no, Crystal, I totally, Crystal, I believe that you were doing this. I don't mean to come across a wrong way. This is my personality. I will not lie to you. I don't care if you're double my age. Do you want to make money with Now Lifestyle? If so, go make money with Now Lifestyle and learn how to do it.
Yeah.
Then stop saying, okay, but I'm twice your age, because that's a lot like an excuse.
Yeah.
I know that sounds mean, but I'm telling you, if no one else, if I don't tell it, nobody may ever tell you this.
All right. We'll take a couple more questions and we'll hop off here. So, oh gosh, it's already 9 o'clock. Wow. Friend asks, I get an email telling me that I will earn on total binary volume. Once your account has reached qualification, what is this?
Question.
How does your account reach total binary qualification? So before we start, let's talk about the 2 different ways that you can earn commissions with Now Lifestyle.
There's more than 2. If you want to qualify for binary cycle commissions, you have to add to the binary, which means you have to...
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you want to make money with Now Lifestyle?
Yeah.
Go sponsor one person personally in the right leg and the left leg, and you now are qualified for the binary cycle commissions, okay? Now, there's several different ways to earn commissions with Now Lifestyle, depending on your level of involvement or your commitment level. If you are a VIP member, which is $9.99 a month, yes, you can earn cycle commissions, which would be the binary compensation plan. You have to sponsor somebody in the right leg, sponsor somebody in the left leg. You personally, which comes from your traffic or your Facebook leads or your guaranteed paid signups, okay? If you're at the platinum membership, you get a little bit more money because of your level of involvement. Instead of paying $9.99 a month, you pay $50 a month. And you now make full binary cycle commissions. So same rules apply. You have to have one person sponsored in the right leg, one person sponsored in the left leg, and now you make full binary cycle commissions, whereas a VIP member only makes $5 per cycle. Okay, here's what a cycle is. It's a 2-to-1, or well, it's a 4-to-2, 2-to-1 ratio. So for every 4 people that you've got in one leg, you need 2 people in the other leg. This creates one cycle. Okay. Now that also includes the spillover that you get from your upline or anyone else in your downline. So all those people do not have to come from you. All right. As a VIP member, you make $5 maximum per cycle. As a platinum member, you make full cycle commissions, no matter what they may be, whether it's $8 cycle or it's a $20 cycle that month, you get full access. Now, as an all-in member, you obviously make full cycle commissions. You still have to have somebody sponsored in the right leg and somebody sponsored in the left leg. You make $25 per every member on your team that you personally sign up that comes in at the platinum level, or you make $5 commission on every personal member that you bring in that comes in at the VIP level. Okay. You also get commission when anybody that you personally sponsor buys a Facebook lead. You get kickbacks on that. Okay. If you're an all-in member and somebody that you sponsor goes all in, you make between $500 and $1,000 commissions on every person that you personally sponsor that goes all in, and a percentage on the second layer down from an all-in to an all-in. That's why we talk about going all in, because it opens a compensation plan wide up.
And so a lot of people ask when they first get started. I saw a few people saying that they're VIPs. VIP is a great way to like dip your toe in, but honestly, if you're really going to grow your business, a platinum membership is where you want to be. And truthfully, if you can make the investment into all in, do it. Yeah. Platinum gets you access to, like, you guys, when this page builder rolls out, it's like ClickFunnels, but for Now Lifestyle. You do not have access to it as a VIP. You will have access to it as a platinum member. And I don't think people fully understand that as a platinum member, number one, Adam just laid out all of the different ways that you can earn commissions. And the commissions are just, you're really positioning yourself to earn maximum commissions. You're absolutely positioning yourself to earn maximum commissions at the all-in level. And you're getting access to NLS University. But the business tools that are offered within Now Lifestyle, the over 20 lead capture pages that have been tested, tried and true, and work, the conference center software, you get up to 100 seats in this conference center. You'll get access to the lead capture page builder. You guys, those things, and the autoresponder, you get up to 50,000 subscribers on your autoresponder list. That means you're a serious marketer. VIP members only get 250 people on their list. That's like nothing. I'm just telling you, that's like, you're just kind of getting started. Those things for $50 a month, we've tested it. You would pay upwards of $300 anywhere else for that stuff. For those things that you're getting, the business tools that you're getting, over $300. So $50 a month is nothing. It's like such low overhead for you to run your business and be positioned in order to earn those commissions. So this is not to pitch. This is just like, we're just doing our due diligence to say, like, if you're at VIP and you know you're going to do this thing, just upgrade. Just upgrade to platinum. It's $50 a month. I spend $50 a month on like whatever, you know. That's like half of a cable bill for some people. So there it is. Anyway, that's all I got.
Cool.
Good job, babe. You broke that down really well.
Well, I was not trying to sell. I was trying to explain. I know you weren't selling either, but you asked me a question. I'm going to give you a straight answer.
For sure. All right. Are we out of here?
I think so.
Cool. You guys, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this Monday night webinar. Did you?
I know I enjoyed it.
I always enjoy it. Any last words?
Well, I think more than anything, guys, it's time to go do tomorrow today. Like Rocky, there is no tomorrow. You remember Rocky Balboa talking to Mick, and Mick's like, Rocky, there's no tomorrow. It's got to happen today. It doesn't have to happen today, but if it does happen today for you, your business will grow and you'll duplicate that into everybody because you are the example and people are going to do what you show them.
There it is. So you guys tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Our personal coach and mentor, Daniel Kump, will be on live. We appreciate you all very much, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.